And we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live early, but we're live. Hi, everybody. Is anyone there? Hi, guys. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I'm a bit confused here because today is the first day that my channel has gone live after YouTube has changed the settings on how you go live. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm trying to figure out how to go live, whereas I can't go live the way I used to go live. I have to go live a new way now, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. So this is why I'm now on the air. I think I'm on the air very early because it is now 7:49 Eastern instead of 8 o'clock Eastern. And I'm hoping there's some of you are there. So if there's anyone there, say hi to me. Say hi, Bruce. We see you. I see 31 people apparently here. You're here, Bruce. Hi, Linda Lou. Tracy, how are you? Richard R. Vicky Hart, Dylan LaRue, Glenn Edinburgh, guys. Thank you for being here and joining me. Like I said, I am not sure what's going on. Of course, that's a normal thing. I never know what's going on. You know me. But today it's especially true. I have very little idea what I'm doing. I'm looking at my phone to see if I can find myself. And here we go. Yeah, live. I'm live. There I am. And oh, I have to mute myself. That's a good sign. I have to mute my own self because here I am on my own phone. Okay, my big ass iPad is working. I'm live there. And it says I have 18 people. My phone says I have 38, and my computer says I have 35. So I don't know how many of you folks are out there, but all kinds of names are going by my screen here. Welcome one, welcome all. I'm going to try to give you shout outs and kind of go from there. TR Wolf, Linda Lou, Tracy, Glenn Edinburgh, Kelly Haston, Morris Silberman. Hi, Morris. Billy Farron is here. Yeah, you're on. Billy the Trucker. Kirk Brunson from New York is here. Paul Callahan, Jim Evans. Paul Wilgus, happy belated Paul. Linda Lou, Vicky Hart again, Glenn, Duncan N is here. Hey Duncan, Naomi is here. Hi Naomi from New York City, welcome. Oh gosh, here's a name. Desjardins, I know how to pronounce the last name. Desjardins. Ghislaine, help me. Welcome, Ghislaine Desjardins. Just Me Taxi Lockwood is here. Linda, Nina Frank. Hi, Nina. How are you? Did you change your live streams? Yes, Linda Lou. I'm only on Monday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, once a week now, instead of 8 times a week. I'm on once a week, Monday nights, and this is it. And I'm a little early tonight. Jacqueline is here. Hi, Jacqueline Chapman. Welcome. Susan Ruiz. Hi, Susan. Pat the Duck is here. Masters Game is here. Cindy is here. Cindy Derricote. I'm new to your channel. Cindy, welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm so disorganized. I usually like to come up real slick, real professional. It's not happening tonight. Welcome, Cindy. 3C for Life 1. Hi, everybody from Chicago. Another Chicagoan. Welcome. Glenn Edinburgh, winter is near finished here in Brisbane. Right on, Glenn. Tracy Dunlop, hi there. Welcoming Paul Wilgus and hoping he had a good birthday the other day. Let's see. Did you get a haircut? Kelly is saying, yeah, about 2 weeks ago or something. I can't remember. Well, it could have been last week. Of course, you know, once a week things change now. I guess. Ron Sablehouse. Hi, Bruce. Oh, here we go. Jess Len, laughing out loud. Friends call me gasoline. You did well. I love that. Just Len. I love it. I love that name. GD for short. Welcome. Duncan and hi there, Kirk Brunson, getting my cruise account going for my August 2020 cruise to Canada on the Norwegian breakaway. Right on, Kirk. That's going to be a great cruise. TR Wolf, will this be the Maple Leafs year? Oh God, I don't know. The Maple Leafs, oh my gosh. As a child, you know, the Toronto Maple Leafs was my hockey team because as a kid, I grew up in Southern Ontario in Canada. And of course, there were only 6 teams in the NHL. And if you were cheering for a Canadian team, you cheered for the Montreal Canadiens or the Toronto Maple Leafs if you're, you know, kind of Canadian. And then there were 4 U.S. teams you cheered for. But anyway, I was, what was I, 10, 11, 12 years old. The Leafs won the Stanley Cup for the last time. We didn't know that at the time. We know it now. And I now I'm more of a Calgary Flames fan now because let me just adjust this a bit. I'm more of a Calgary Flames fan now because I used to live in Calgary and was a season ticket holder. So, but I still follow, of course, the Leafs and their trials and tribulations. Will they ever win a Stanley Cup? Who knows? It's like the Lions in Detroit. Will they ever win a Super Bowl? Who knows? Will the Vikings ever win a Super Bowl? They've been how many times? The Buffalo Bills, how many times have they gone? Haven't won it? Oh my God. Anyway, we'll see. Cat Rose is here. Steve Bischler is here. Hi, Steve. Why only once a week now? Steve, I need a life. Eight live shows were pretty hard to do. When the channel was brand new and I was totally unknown, I just wanted to get content out there and grow the channel as best I could. But it just became just so much work, and it took away from my other work with regard to short videos and regular videos. And I decided I would work more on doing videos that would be between 2 minutes and 15 minutes long. Try to do better work on that area and have more time to do research for that kind of video. Where doing live shows, there are days you go live and you have really very little to talk about because nothing much has happened since yesterday. And then there are other days where there's just all kinds of stuff going on. And I found it was very difficult to of course, do both regular videos and live shows. And I felt that with 85% of all my views that on my channel were not live viewers, they were the recorded shows. I had to really go for the majority of the of the quality of the work, and I had to go with the the short videos, and that's why. But I still love doing lives, and so here I am Monday night. But I'll tell you, folks, those of you who are here, welcome. It's now what is it now? 5 minutes before showtime. I'm just kind of kibitzing here. I'm really not doing anything organized, and the reason I'm so disorganized and disjointed is that YouTube has changed the way that you go live. The so-called Google Hangouts that they had doesn't exist anymore, and I knew that they were making a change, but I thought that the change would be minor for me and it wouldn't be that difficult to just set up the show. Well, about 6-8 hours ago, I set up the show, and you probably all got alerts like you normally do. Those of you who get alerts, those of you who have hit that bell notification icon that I keep begging you to hit, you probably got your alerts. And you came to watch the show and the alert isn't there, and then you went to my channel and you found this, because there are now, 51 of you here. 51 of you figured out that I am live, but not from the alert that I did this morning, because I tried to set this up to get going here about an hour ago, and I realized I need something like, I need an encoder. What the hell's an encoder? Don't try and tell me, folks. I kind of know what it is, but I'm technically useless. I just like to hit the button that says go live. It's so simple. If you guys know I'm going live and then I hit the button to go live, I'm a happy guy. Well, I can't do that anymore. I now have to go through a whole other rigmarole, and I'm doing this now through my webcam, and it seems to be working because you're here and we're convincing. But going forward next week, Monday, I want to set up the show so that you get the alert that I'm going live at 8 o'clock, like I normally go live at 8 o'clock, and then at 7:45, I can casually get ready to set up my little set here and put the lights on and start my show. So I won't be quite so panicked as I am now. But anyway, I thought I'd start this 15 minutes early to make sure I'm live, and we are live. So welcome one and welcome all, and thank you for tolerating this craziness. I have to turn on my light. Just hang on one sec. Although I hope you can see me okay. Let me just hit the light here because I usually have better lighting for this show. See what there we go. A little bit of extra oomph there. See if how that works. Because, I like to show off my hair. Yeah, I like to show off my forehead. And let me just make some adjustments. 63 here now. Welcome one and all. I'm glad you're here. Is that okay? Let me know. Anyway, I'm doing what I can. It used to be a lot easier, but it's not that easy anymore. Let's see here. Just Me Taxi Lockwood is here. T.R. Wolf. Who else? Uriel Crooks is here from Newmarket, Ontario. Welcome. No, the Canadians will do very well this year, says Pat the Duck. Billy Farron. Bruce, I have to ask you, with all the shootings going on, does security on a cruise ship have any kind of weapons to control any kind of chaos? Well, Billy, yeah, kind of. There is security on board a cruise ship. Let's make no bones about that. There's a full-blown security department, just like on in a casino in Las Vegas. They have, casino you have casino in a Las Vegas. You have security in a casino Las Vegas. You also have a YouTuber that can talk. In Las Vegas, casinos have security. Okay. Cruise ships have security too. They have cameras everywhere. They have security officers. They're monitoring their cameras live, and they're recording everything. And then they have people on the decks doing their typical walkabouts and patrols. And they do have trained officers to handle the rowdy ones. And the hope, of course, is that the cruise you're on and the cruise that I'm on, there will be no incidents of any kind. To get on a cruise ship, you have to go through a metal detector. Those of you who've done cruises often, you'll know this, that when you're getting ready to go on the ship at the beginning of your cruise, on embarkation day, you're going through security systems in the terminal, just like at an airport. And if there's anything kooky in your bags, they'll take a look and see what's going on. But when you're getting on or getting off the ship at ports of call, there are metal detectors right on the ship itself where the gangplank is for the passengers to get on and get off. So every time you get off, every time you come back on the ship, you're going through a metal detector, and your bags are going through a detector. So the odds of having an incident like that on board a ship are extremely rare. The ships will start, let's say, in Miami or in Los Angeles or Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral, whatever port you want to deal with. The security is pretty tight. Homeland Security is there. They're making sure that the folks coming off the ship have been cleared custom-wise, paperwork-wise, lots of security, and they're also there when we get on the ship too, because we are in effect being our ID is being verified by Homeland Security and the cruise ship for the ports of call that we're going to go to. And if it's, say, a 7-day cruise for a Caribbean cruise, you're going to go to 3 perhaps ports of call. You might be going to Saint Martin, which is French or Dutch. You're going to perhaps Jamaica. You might be going to Cayman Islands. Well, you're going to 3 different countries or territories, and you might be going to Mexico, for example, another country, and you have to be in effect pre-cleared by those countries before you even get on the ship. And that's why the cruise lines want your passport information weeks before the cruise or months before the cruise even happens. In effect, by the time you get on the ship, you've been pre-cleared to enter all the countries that the cruise is going to, and you've been basically pre-cleared to come back to the USA. And so that's why Homeland Security is there, and they have unbelievable security, of course. They do have weapons if needed to be pulled out at the port of call. On board the ship, the officers don't walk around with weapons hanging off their shoulders, but there are, I am certain there are weapons on board, locked away in secure spots for senior officers, very senior officers, and security. Do the cooks walk around with weapons? No. Is your waiter carrying a Glock? No. So you're not going to see anything like that. The only time you're going to see people on board a cruise ship with weapons would be if you're going through you're going to go through the Suez Canal. You're going to go through passing through Somalia, Senegal. The ship is making a run from, say, Rome to Dubai, and you're going to go through past Yemen and North Africa, where there's the pirate activity. The cruise lines will hire extra security. They will literally, hang on, let me double check here. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. Oh my gosh. I'm watching carefully my channel here. They will have specialists on board. In effect, they will hire let's say it's P&O Cruise Lines or Carnival, they will hire 6 to 10 specialists who are Marines, from the British military, maybe American military, and they will give instructions to all passengers. Look, we're going for the next 2 days. We're going through a very sensitive area. We're going to have lights out in the evenings. We're not, we want you to draw your curtains. No one is allowed to walk on the open deck where pirates can shoot at you. I've talked about that a little bit because those cruises, there's a handful a year. Cruise ships do not generally go where there are pirates. You'll not find brochures where they'll say, "Oh, have we got a cruise for you? This one is exciting. We're gonna outrun a bunch of Somali pirates. Watch us try and outrun them." No, they don't advertise those kinds of cruises, and they generally don't take them. So the odds of you seeing weaponry on board a cruise ship are next to nil. Because where you're going is not going to be that scary. Okay, that was a long answer to a short question, I think. I wasn't planning on it. By the way, it's now 4 minutes after 8 o'clock Eastern time, and for those of you who have found this live broadcast for Traveling with Bruce, welcome one and welcome all to my show. This is my formal opening. I've been yapping away here for about 15 minutes. Again, I'll just quickly repeat the situation. 71 of you are here. Welcome. Those of you who are here, I see 17 thumbs up already. Thank you for that too. This show used to go live 8 times a week, and I used to go live on Google Hangouts, which for me was the same thing every day. You just hit certain buttons, set up the show, and with about 2 minutes before airtime, a minute before airtime, I get ready to hit the start button and start yapping to you. Today it was a bit different. The YouTube people have discontinued YouTube Hangouts, and I now have to go through a webcam setup that I've done here. The problem is that none of you got an advance warning of this exact live stream. You probably got an alert earlier today when I tried to set up my show like I used to set up my show. But I found out about 40 minutes before airtime that the way I set up my show for tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, I had to go through a whole bunch of other steps that I don't understand because, I'm technically useless. I can yap, but I'm not good with the buttons. And with about 20 minutes to go, 30 minutes to go, I was really worried that I wouldn't be going live tonight the way I thought I would. And I ended up setting up this webcam telecast that you're watching me on now. I'm looking at my picture on my phone. It looks really good. I'm looking at my photo on my image on my iPad. It looks really good. Let me know, how do you folks see my image coming across there? Are you getting a nice clear picture? Because I sure am, and I'm hoping that you are too, and I hope it's this way forever. In any event, we're here. I'm live. I've been on 18 minutes now, and it's only 6 minutes past the hour. So welcome one, welcome all to Traveling with Bruce. I'm Bruce. I'm located in Creston, British Columbia in Canada, just north of the US border, just north of Idaho. It is gorgeous here. We have had wonderful weather for the last at least week. We are now hitting the hottest days of the year. They are telling us in the weather department, we are going to be in the 90s all this week here in Creston. I can guarantee you, I've got the air conditioning on in the house. Otherwise, I'd be soaking wet with panic because of all this nonsense I've been going through trying to get the show to work. So welcome one and welcome all to Traveling with Bruce today. We like to hang out Monday nights, talk cruise ship news, updates, what's going on. I like to give a shout out to who's here. And I also like to put some live trivia on as well. So thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you could have, you've made it here. And to my friends in the USA, we've been watching here in Canada with horror on our TVs, what's been going on down there. And our prayers, our hearts, and our thoughts and prayers and all that are with all of you in the US. And hopefully things will just calm the heck down. Anyway, that's the little political comment from me. Thank you for being here. The news of the day, I got to tell you, I have to thank more and more of you guys out there. I was talking to a YouTuber the other day about being a YouTuber and, you know, the trials and tribulations of doing what we do. And I was mentioning the other day, about a week ago, I was talking to someone about how more and more of my videos that I make are a direct result of reactions I get from my viewers. I get comments all the time on my Facebook group page, which, by the way, if you don't know, we have a Traveling with Bruce group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. It's on Facebook, and please join it. I'd love to have you join it. We have almost 900 members now on the Facebook group page, and people are constantly giving me news tips. They're giving me ideas. Down below this video is probably a description down here would be my email address, my personal email address. Folks are sending me email messages constantly saying, I just heard this about this ship, or I just heard that about this ship, and I wanted to let you in on it. Maurice Martins, thank you. Just saw a little sticker going there. That's beautiful. I get information all the time and updates, and people say, hey, you might be interested in this story, and I immediately check it out and try and, you know, follow up. Last night, I got an email from Cruise With Us, who visit us all the time on this show, and they're on the Liberty of the Seas, cruise ship out of Galveston, and they were on the ship yesterday afternoon. They were waiting to leave the port. It's supposed to be in the water, 4 o'clock, supposed to be moving. They weren't going anywhere. I found out that they were letting me know there's a problem here with the Liberty of the Seas. We're not moving, and we've been delayed for quite some time, and we're not sure when we're going to be moving. Jennifer's getting a call, and I'm wondering if she's going to take it. Nice ringtone, don't you think? She's charging her phone here in this room, and she's not in this room. She's in the bedroom, and I don't know if she realizes she's getting a call. Just wait for that to stop 1 second. There it goes. Anyway, the folks out on the Liberty of the Seas weren't going anywhere. I've since found out from them that the ship came into port early on that day. They've been working on the engines or something all day long, and there was activity at the back of the ship down below, down by the waterline. So I'm assuming there's a azopod issue. There's something wrong here, and they didn't get out of Galveston until 3 in the morning. They left 11 hours late from Galveston. So the question now is, with 11 hours of sailing time lost, will they be able to make their trip, the itinerary? Will their itinerary stay intact? Because they have to go all the way down to Honduras for their first port of call. Now, they did have 2 sea days to do it, and I was imagining that they would just probably, you know, throw the throttles into overdrive and you know, make up the time at sea and just get the heck down there. But so far today, no news about any changes in itinerary. They're sailing, they are in the water, and will follow. So anyway, I made a video today about the Liberty of the Seas because I got the word last night that there was an issue. I waited until this morning for any more updates, and I got a few from the guys. And like I said, they're in the water, they're on the way, and we'll see what's going on. But could it be that the Liberty of the Seas is having engine problems? They have 3 azopods at the back of the ship. The ship was in dry dock in 2016. She's scheduled to be in her next dry dock 2021. So it's at least another year and a bit before she goes into dry dock. Will the ship be okay between now and then, or is this an azopod issue that has to be looked after sooner rather than later? Is this another one of these cruise ships running into maintenance problems that we have been talking about like crazy for the last several months? I don't know. I agree with a lot of you out there who sent me messages saying, you know, Bruce, they're running these things 24/7, and you got to wonder how mechanically fit these ships really are to take this kind of abuse. These ships just don't ever stop working. Well, I will say that back in the day, the 50s and the 60s, ocean liners were working 24/7 as well. I mean, the Queen Mary would come into New York in 1955, and the Queen Mary would dock, you know, at 42nd Street or wherever the piers were, and 2,000 passengers from the UK would get off the ship, and you know, they could be all kinds of nationalities, and 2,000 more passengers were waiting to get on the Queen Mary, and they would get on later that day, and that ship would then be towed out into the Hudson River and fire up the boilers, and out you go. These ships ran non-stop way back then too. Of course, there would be times during the year that maybe the ship would skip a week and have nothing but maintenance done on it. Of course, they would refresh the Queen Mary or the Queen Elizabeth like all the other ships, just like today. Today, though, they have scheduled dry docks. They try to do scheduled dry docks every 5 years. And one has to ask, is 5 years a little long considering the amount of wear and tear these ships go through in the meantime? But cruise lines doing the best they can to keep their ships running, keep them running as best as possible. They try to do minimal, small maintenance on board the ships while they're running. Not uncommon for pieces of carpeting to be changed out. It's not uncommon, for example, if you're a passenger on one of the Oasis class ships, which there now are four, the Allure of the Seas, Oasis of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Symphony of the Seas. If you're on one of those cruise ships, I can tell you right now that every week 30 new televisions are being brought on board the ships. These big flat screen televisions, whether they're in the public areas or whether they're in cabins, these ships are changing out 30 televisions a week on board these ships. Can you imagine how many thousands there are? So there's constant maintenance being done like that. There's obviously light bulbs being changed all the time. I think there are 1,500 light bulbs in inventory on the Oasis class ships at all times. 1,500. And you can imagine all the different kinds of light bulbs that they have running all over the place. There's maintenance being done all the time on these ships, but major maintenance, big dry dock maintenance, the kind that costs $3 million a day of dry dock costs, that they try to save for once every 5 years. So anyway, the Liberty of the Seas hopefully was repaired or was maintained to a satisfaction of Royal Caribbean and the captain and everybody else, that there won't be an issue. The ship hopefully will have a cruise for the rest of the week without any incidents, and next week it'll be just fine. A lot of folks have been asking me, Bruce, I'm on this ship next week, next month, what's happening? As far as I know, there is nothing pending as far as I know, but I tell you, it sure sounds awful familiar to me to the Carnival Vista, because I was talking to you folks about the Carnival Vista for weeks, about how the Carnival Vista was having engine problems. They couldn't run at top speed. And then they began the systematic announcements that you might have recalled where, well, we're going to skip this port of call and we're just going to go here and here. Then the next week, well, we're going to make it an 8-day cruise instead of a 7-day cruise so that we can get the itineraries in. And that foiled everything. That fouled up everything, because as I was mentioning, there were people who had weddings planned. They had to get to Galveston on this day for the wedding and the third day. And now the cruises were 8 days instead of 7 days. And so every week went by, the ship was now off another day on its arrival and departure time, and the folks who had weddings in the third week were now blown out of the water because they were supposed to have the wedding on the certain day at the certain port, and this cruise that they were on wasn't starting until the day of the wedding. Oh, the nightmare, until finally Carnival threw in the towel and sent the Vista over to floating dry dock in Grand Bahama. But I think it took Carnival several weeks to line up the floating dry dock before they could get the ship into the, oh, what a mess. Anyway, the Vista is back in the water, although she's having problems. Have you heard about the Carnival Vista? She's having problems right now with her sky rides, those bicycles up in the air that you're supposed to be pedaling with your legs, and you go around the top of the ship. They've shut it down. And I've heard a number of you tell me over the last several months, if not the last year, these rides on the Vista and on the Horizon, now the Panorama is getting this right. The Vista has had issues with the sky ride from day one. Apparently, you can't ride the rides on extremely windy days, number one, you know. And then the other factor is that there are days where the rides are shut down because of a number of those units are not working properly. They're mechanical, and sometimes the problem is in the track. Sometimes the problem is on the suspended bicycle or whatever you want to call it. I guess right now, the problems on the Vista Skyride are so extensive that the entire ride is shut down for foreseeable future. We're talking weeks, a couple of weeks of cruising where the Vista will not be ridden at all. And I guess the dry dock they just had, which was what, a week or so, they were not really planning on working on the Vista's Skyride, and obviously they didn't, because here we are 2 weeks into after the repair of the Azapods. Now the Vista has to shut down the Skyrides for extensive maintenance, and I don't know what the future is. I know that the Mardi Gras coming out next year does not have a Skyride apparently, but it does have a roller coaster. But that leads the next question I have, and that will be the reliability of the Carnival Mardi Gras, her roller coaster. How reliable will the roller coaster really be for the Mardi Gras? And frankly, I can't imagine the roller coaster actually running when the ship is running at 25 knots in the water. That's 30 plus miles an hour. I really don't know if the roller coaster on the Mardi Gras will be running when the ship is at sea. I don't know. It's one of these. It's a new thing. It's new technology. It's a new event. It's a new feature. It's a new ride. It's going to be exciting. We cross our fingers and hope it all works out and there won't be any mechanical issues. The other thing I wonder about is that I think on the ride itself, the 2 people maximum can be on it at one time. I think it's 2. I don't think it's 4. And there are, I think, 2 vehicles. I think only one at a time will be on the track. The second one will be, people getting off, people getting on, getting them strapped in, putting on a helmet, I suppose. And then, when the other one comes in, the second one will go out. So how many people an hour can be handled on the roller coaster ride? That's what I want to know. I was curious about the Norwegian Bliss and the Norwegian Joy, and now the Norwegian Encore coming up. They've got the go-karts at the back, and I've seen video. A number of you folks have been on the ship. I think they can handle 10 cars at a time, and some of them can handle 2 people. Others can only handle single riders. So maybe there are 10 or 12 people at a time going around the track for 8 or 10 laps. And then off they go, and the next batch get on, and off they go for their ride. Again, I wonder how many an hour can you handle? Is it maybe, does it take 5 minutes to 10 minutes per turnover? And you can do 6 turnovers an hour, which is 60 go-kart riders an hour. There are, 5,000 people on the ship. How many want to ride the go-kart? It's a logistical issue about how often can you turn them over and get them on and get them off and run them through. I don't know. It's mechanics, and it's popular. I hear very good things about the go-kart rides on the Bliss. So far, the Joy, and cross our fingers and hope that it continues to work well and just gets better versus worse with the reliability of the cars. But I can imagine that, some riders are better than others, and how many cars are out of commission, are sitting in repair. Can they be repaired on board? Do they have to be taken off the ship when they get to home port, sent to a repair center, and then brought back the next cruise? I don't know. And how much is this costing the cruise line for maintenance and to keep them running properly, and the return from the cost of running them and all of this? I do not know. But anyway, such is the life of cruise ships. There's all kinds of considerations one must wonder about. Okay, let me see here. Welcome again, one and all, to my channel and the show. Thank you for being here with me. I've been saying hi to people who've been here. I see Glenn Edinburgh saying hello. 102 days until his Voyager of the Seas trip. Paul Wilkins just celebrated a birthday. Again, welcome and congratulations, Paul, on that. Jim Evans, no Leafs, no Jackets. Go Jackets. He doesn't like the Leafs. He doesn't like Toronto Maple Leafs. He likes the Jackets in Columbus. Frederick Kasprek is here. Buffalo Bills have a new quarterback this season. Hope runs eternally in Buffalo. Nina Frank, wow, 8 times a week to 1. Did anything happen? No, it's just there's only so much energy one person has, and And you know, I really want to put my effort into growing the channel with those short videos, because that's where the growth has been coming from. And try to say hi to my peeps every week if I can. Linda Lou, I hear you, Paul. Sounds like mine. Jermaine Rogers, happy Monday, Bruce and everybody. Bruce, quick question: do the cruise cabins have clothes hangers, or do we have to bring our own? They have They have them. They have hangers. A little thing for you to understand or know: if you find that you get into your cruise cabin, you don't have enough hangers, ask your room steward for more. They can get you all the hangers you need. So don't worry about, oh, there's only 6 hangers and I got 20 outfits. Not to worry. Just get your room steward. They will take good care of you. A $5 tip or a $20 tip at the beginning of the cruise for your room steward, and a couple little things that you need will be brought to you faster than you can imagine. But even without a tip, he'll bring you hangers, not to worry. All right. First time live, says Just Me Taxi Lockwood. Welcome, Just Me Taxi Lockwood. Tell me, where are you watching me from? If any of you out there are watching me live for the first time today, welcome to the show in the chat. Please let me know where you're watching me from. What's your high temperature where you live? Is it hot where you are? What's the price of gas? Let me know how you're doing, and welcome one and welcome all. Paul Wilgus is saying, Linda Lou, once you get old, birthdays aren't anything anymore. Laughing out loud. What can I say? Dylan LaRue, can't wait for my cruise in October to Cabo. Right on, Dylan, from Henderson, Nevada. Let's see here. Cat Rose is saying hi from, I think, Sacramento. The River Pirate 13, I am finally seeing you live. Laughing out loud. Welcome, River Pirate, to my channel and show. Masters Game, hi, everybody. Linda Lou, so true, Paul. Maybe a nice dinner out with the kids and grandkids now. Cristobal Cardona is here from Puerto Rico. Welcome, Cristobal, to the show. Let's see. Linda Lou from Reno, of course. Shawana's Creative Circle is here. Paul Wilson is here. Hi, Paul. How you doing? A few times you've cut in and out, says Uriel. Hopefully that's a while ago, and hopefully we're okay now. Let's see. We got 44 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 83 folks are watching right now. I did see as many as 100 here. Fantastic. Ed F is here. Ed, hi, everybody. Ed from Chicago. Welcome, sir. D&G Explorers, hello, traveling with Bruce and all in the TWB family. Dilly, welcome, D&G. Welcome to all of you. Let's have a cheers to all of you in TWB land. Let me get my cola going here. I'm going to pour my caffeine-free Diet Coke into one of my favorite Traveling with Bruce mugs. Thank you for all of you who are supporting Traveling with Bruce by going to my RedBubble store. Here is my TWB mug that matches my TWB shirt. Cheers to all of you out there in YouTube land around the world who watch TWB Live every Monday night and who support my channel the rest of the week by watching my videos. Thank you. 47 thumbs ups. Thank you for 47 thumbs ups. I really appreciate it. Every time this channel can get a thumbs up on a live show or on my videos, the YouTube analytics computers sense activity for the channel, and they shoot the videos out to more people, and the channel continues to grow. By the way, speaking of growth, we're over 30,000. We're now over 30,600 subscribers. Unbelievable. A year ago, in August of 2018, I would have had 2,200 subscribers a year ago. Today, 30,600. What a year. Thank you, all of you, for watching and subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon, and all of your support, whether it's super chats, whether it's picking up TWB stuff, or whether it's going on to Amazon and picking up some items on my Amazon page through my affiliate link. Thank you, all of you. I really appreciate it. All right, 50 thumbs up. We just hit 50. Awesome. That's fantastic. John Gonzalez is here. Hello from the USA. John, welcome, buddy, to the show. Cristobal, Bruce, I paid my future on a cruise with NCL. All right on. Hello, D&G from Paul Wilgus. Paul Wilson saying hello. Kelly Haston is saying, hey, how's it going, you guys? Linda Kuziak is saying hi, everybody. Tom Henry is in the house. Welcome, Tom Henry, to the show and my channel. As always, Kelly Haston. Hi, Shawana. Tom Henry, thank you for posting some of these fantastic photos on my Traveling with Bruce group page on Facebook. Folks, if you love pictures of cruise ships, you've got to become a member of my Traveling with Bruce group page on Facebook. Tom Henry has been posting like crazy. So has BC and a number of others. Thank you all very much for posting on my page. Who else is here? Nathan's Boat Reviews is here. I'm covering a story. Welcome, buddy. Let's see here. Who else have we got? Everyone saying hi to everybody else. Cruise of the House. Howdy, guys, from the Liberty of the Seas. Welcome. Just talking about you guys. You were probably here the whole time. Thank you for being here and joining us live. What is going on with that ship of yours? Let's see. Linda Lou, guess our 4 p.m. dates are off, Tom. Laugh out loud. Who else have we got here? Let's see. Cristobal. Bruce, I paid for my future cruise on NCL. I buy stock. How do I go about getting the credit for shareholder bought with an agency? Just give the call the 800 number for Norwegian. Go to Norwegian's website. You'll get their 800 number. Call them up. Tell them you're a shareholder. Tell them your reservation number, and they will guide you through what you need to get your shareholder cabin credit as a shareholder of Norwegian. Those of you who don't know, if you're a shareholder of Carnival or a shareholder of Royal Caribbean or Norwegian, at least 100 shares, you qualify for a shareholder credit for every cruise you take on all the cruise lines they own. So in the case of Carnival, you can get a discount. You get a cabin credit on Carnival, on Princess, Holland America, Cunard, P&O, Ada, and there's one other, Costa. There's at least 9 different cruise lines in Australia too. So call the 800 number and they'll tell you how to do it. All right. Cat Rose, I'm partially held together by metal. Bruce, you're not moving, says Duncan. I hope I am now because I see I'm moving on all my devices. Hopefully that's okay. Alvera da Costa, hi. I go on a cruise this October. Is it worth to buy the booze pass for buying liquor on a ship? Alvera, this is a hot topic that gets people all riled up. It all depends on how much you enjoy alcoholic drinks, or whether you're like me. If you're a soda drinker, you can get a soda pass. How long is the cruise? How many days are you off the ship for short excursions? If you've got a 1-week cruise and you've got 4 stops and you're off the ship for 4 to 5 hours per stop, it might not work out. You might be better off just buying the drinks on the ship one at a time, because you'll be drinking on shore if you're off the ship for 4 times in 7 days. If the cruise line offers the deal, if they offer you a drink package as a promotion, I would take it and pay the tips that you'll be charged, 18 to 20 bucks a day. You'll get enough value from the free drinks for that. But paying for the drink package out and out might not be a good enough deal unless you can get a discount to buy it early before your cruise, or you can buy one of the discount packages. Maybe you can get a drink package that's $55 a night instead of $100 a night. You got to really do the math. That's the best I can tell you right there. Let's see here. Tom Henry, was Bruce early? Bruce was 10 minutes early to make sure everything was working, and he was panicking. That's why he's here. Okay, who else have we got here? Other folks I haven't noticed. I want to say hi to everybody and get into trivia. Let's see here. Brittany Lockwood. Hi there, Brittany Lockwood. My niece and fiance are here. Welcome, Brittany. I'm glad you're here. What do you guys think of the Empress of the Seas? The Empress of the Seas is the smallest ship in the fleet for Royal Caribbean. It is loved by many, many cruisers. It has taken hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people on trips over her lifetime. She's a charming ship. I have not been on her. I've seen a lot of video about the ship, a lot of pictures, and I've had a lot of people tell me how much they love the Empress of the Seas. There are others who would not want to go on the Empress because it's not action-packed enough for them. They don't want to be on an older school ship. They want to be on a newer school ship. And so the Oasis class or Freedom class is where they go. But Empress has a long list of fans, no doubt about it. You're safer on a boat rather than on land. Laugh out loud, says Linda. I think that's true. John LeBeau, hello, TWB and everybody. Hi, John LeBeau. Sylvan Forrest, hi, Bruce and everybody. Sylvan, welcome from Delray Beach. How are you, sir? Nice to see you here. Tom Wilson, Tom, would you do my job so I can have a break? Get him behind the wheel. Start driving this truck. Let's all give Bruce a thumbs up, says Brittany Lockwood. Thank you, Brittany. We've got 55 thumbs ups right now. Fantastic. Maurice Martins is here. See Lockwood, thank you so much, you guys. Frederick Kasperick, it's very clear, Bruce. Good picture today. You are the clearest I've ever seen, says D&G. That's good to hear. Clear picture here, says Maurice. What do you think about adding a Royal Caribbean channel for me, says Nathan's. I don't know what that means. Lynn Lyons, hello everybody from Lynn in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Welcome, Lynn, from the beautiful Niagara Falls, Ontario. Glad you're here. The picture is in 4K high def. Bruce, you're looking good. Thank you, D&G. Everyone looks good. Sounds great, says Linda Lou. Fantastic. Linda Dahl, picture's good. Audio goes out from time to time, not in sync. I don't know what to do about that. I hope it's okay for you guys. It's one of those technical things where the one band catches the other one after time. I do the best I can with what little I know. Thank you. John Moore is here. I'm here. Let's get started. Cruise with us. I'm in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and you look marvelous. You look marvelous. Thank you. Cruise with us. Great picture and sound, says Sylvan. Glenn Edinburgh. Bruce, it's the best picture I've ever got from your live streams. Fantastic. Lydia Lockwood is saying hi. Hi, Lydia. Craig Clues. Hi from the UK. Craig, welcome from the beautiful UK. Dylan, a 90s time to turn on the heater. Billy Ferd, I just got notification they dropped down like 1 minute before you went on the air. Luckily, I'm in the rest area. I caught the show right on, Billy. I'm glad you made it. Maurice Martin's just once in a while. Your lip singing, laugh out loud, sinking. Bruce, it's crystal clear. Rose Henderson. Hi, Bruce from Michigan. Hi, Rose from Michigan. Welcome from Michigan. I have some great fans from Michigan, including folks, the Carecas from Saginaw, Michigan. Special shout out to those guys as always. Who else is here? Let's go. Maurice, thank you, Maurice Martins, for the super chat. Just going through the scrolling on that. Thank you very much for that. Let's go. I'm on the border of Georgia and South Carolina, says Billy Ferrum. Just came through a horrendous lightning and thunderstorm. Still raining here in Georgia. Welcome. Thank you through there at the Welcome Center. Welcome, Billy, for that. And who else? Sealand Man watching all the way from Cork, Ireland in South Ireland. Welcome, Sealand Man, to the show. I'm glad you're here. I have a number of fans out of Ireland and the UK. Let's see here. Cat Rose, oh my goodness. Let's see here. No guarantee on cruise ships, says Rose. Vida, Uding, seems like the Azafod should be recalled. Aren't they a relatively new product? Last 10, 15 years, I guess, but there's been issues on a number of them, that's for sure. Let's go here. Jeremy, hi, everybody. Stopped in for a short time. Welcome, Jeremy G. Sylvan, the Azafod curse raising its ugly head again. He says, cruise with us. This is a very noticeable vibration. We were here 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't this bad. Interesting. Linda Lou and Linda are saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. Mark Schwartz, hi there. Welcome, Mark. Let's go. Valerie Gallagher, Cruise Viking. Cruise ships have a good record. They do. Mark Schwartz, aren't the Azapods off when the ships are in port? They usually are, but if they've been causing issues prior, they check them out. Let's see here. Brittany thinks 5 years is a bit too long to wait between dry docks. Brandon Hilliard, hi there. LED, welcome, Brandon. Let's see. See you later, Bruce, says Nathan. Take care, Nathan. Can anyone hear Bruce? Can anyone else hear Bruce? I hope you're hearing me. Okay, Ed F, I can hear Bruce. I hear Bruce loud and clear, says Linda Lou. A Citizen, wish me luck, Bruce. I'm trying Carnival Paradise. If I hear one alpha, I'm jumping overboard. Hang in there, A Citizen. Let us know how it works out for you. Melvin Jacobs, Royal usually handles things a bit better than Carnival. Let's see here. Bruce looks like a subtitled movie, says Jeremy G. Old people are here. Old people. Liberty have 4 engines, 2 running, one on the pods, 1 on electricity, 1 in standby, and 1 being rebuilt. Oh my gosh, old people, that's incredible. Let's see. Sealand Man, all sound and clear across the Atlantic. Kelly Hassan, the Horizon Tide never worked when I was on it last September. Interesting. Okay, the ride didn't work when you were on it. Okay, that's that Sky Ride on the Horizon. I wouldn't ride those rides ever, says Mark Schwartz. I wouldn't ride them. Gregory Toomer, who wants to ride a bicycle in the air anyway? I'd rather have a cold one sitting in the corner and chilling out. Brandon Hilliard, simple solution, don't book a Carnival cruise. There you go. Jeremy G, rides shouldn't be on cruises. Who else have I got here? Who else? Let's see here. I'm not worried about the engines. It's the people I'm worried about, says A Citizen. Let's go. Carl Peterson. Carl, not a big fan of gimmicks. Welcome, Carl. Jeremy G, no, it's, what is it? No. Jeremy G is commenting that if someone vomits on those rides and they're up there and you're down there, it can't be good. I hear you there. It can't be good. Henry Ho is here saying, hey, hello, Henry. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Susan R is here from Virginia. Welcome, Susan R. And let's see here. Cristobal says go-karts are great. 10 minutes, 5 minutes each way turnaround, and you have to reserve. Cannot walk in. Gotta have a reservation. Okay. Let's see. Thank you for that. Let's see. Chris Goodman just got back from a back-to-back on the Mariner of the Seas. Right on. How was it, Chris? I hope you had a good time on that. Let's see here. Other comments. Henry is saying hi. Or here from Surrey, England. Heat wave is long over, but I want it back. Bruce is buffering on and on throughout the show, says Brittany Lockwood. I guess it depends on where you are. Rose Henderson, gas only $2.55 a gallon in Michigan. What a deal. That is a deal. Mississippi, USA, 102 heat index. Gas $2.22 today, says just me, taxi Lockwood. Valerie Gallagher, October 20, my honeymoon on Viking cruise to the Mediterranean. Right on. Barbie Harrell. Hey, Bruce, hot as heck here in San Antonio. It's heck. Jeff Blanchard, hi, Bruce from upstate New York. Houston, we have a problem. Bruce has froze. Hopefully I've unfroze by the time I got to these messages. Rose Henderson, 85. The video is buffing a little bit here too. You look like a Chinese movie. You were talking, nothing was coming out till a second or two later. He froze, says Maurice. So this is a while back. Hopefully I'm okay now. Ron Sablehouse decided to do a back-to-back out of Miami. Right on, Ron. Welcome to the show. Someone just threw me a super chat. Redmond G sent me a $10 super chat. Hi there from Hamilton, Ontario. I'm a first-time watcher. I sent my mom on a Carnival cruise. She got sick and the ship seemed quite old and worn. Is Hall America or Royal Caribbean better? Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Redmond. It should be okay. I mean, you know, cruises can get rocky depending on the weather. Larger ships will newer, larger ships have very good stabilizers to keep things okay. So I would say Holland America would be an excellent choice, but a big Royal Caribbean ship would be also an excellent choice. You can't go wrong either way. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I don't know. Okay, who else have I got here? William Woolard, howdy Bruce. I was on the Carnival Breeze last week, and that was my 30th cruise. William, well done, sir. Thank you for being here today. I've got newbies and I've got oldies. I love you all. Jeremy G. Hi, Bruce from Rancho Cucamonga, where it's a hot 104. I love Rancho Cucamonga. They got a beautiful Costco there at Rancho Cucamonga. And I've had a hot dog or two and a chicken bake there from time to time over the years. Welcome, Jeremy G. Brandon Hilliard, hi from Harmony of the Seas. Brandon, hi from the Harmony. Welcome from on board. Welcome to the show. Make sure you get all 6,000 passengers. Watch me live right now on this show. That would be great. Get me subscribers. I love it. I hope you're having a good cruise. Cristobal says, Bruce, I saw a Mercedes-Benz commercial on your channel today. Aren't I moving up in the world? Get fancy now. No Chevrolet commercials. Mercedes-Benz commercials. You viewers are special. Traveling with Bruce says, thank you one and all for being here today. The caffeine-free Diet Coke is going down. It's going great. All right, let's keep her going here and get video. Let's get trivia started here. You got to have 100 shares, says Cristobal. You got to have 100 shares. You got to have 100 shares. Frederick, I will be posting videos or photos from our Disney Fantasy Cruise, September 21 to 28. Frederick, I can't wait for that. Make sure they're on that Facebook group page, please. Rose Henderson, how many days in port? D&G, Frederick, awesome. We will be on Fantasy February the 1st. Take care, Tom. You take care, buddy. Nice seeing you. Frederick, D&G, we're going to St. Thomas, Tortola, Disney Castaway Seas, Masters Game, sailed under back in 94. I would go back in a heartbeat. I love Niagara Falls, says Jim Evans. Welcome, Jim Evans. D&G, Frederick, that's a great itinerary. We went on those minus Castaway Key on the NCL Bliss. We've been to Castaway twice. It's amazing. Did the Maid of the Mist? I did the Maid of the Mist, but I did not do the cave in Niagara Falls. Jim Evans, you got to do the cave. I've done the cave. It is fantastic. Frederick, it's going to be our 3rd time on Disney. Right on. Who else have I got here? Jeremy G. Bruce, you are fading in and out. Redmond, there's the super chat. I'm catching up with you. Wes Morrison is here from New Braunfels, Texas. Wes Morrison, welcome. It's 98 in New Braunfels. Gas at Costco, $2.25. Welcome, Wes, to the show. I'm glad you are here. And Bruce, Linda Lou wants to know, so which of those bargain cruises that you did the video on the other day, which of the bargain cruises are you on? Did you like that video, folks? I did that video, day before yesterday, about some cheap cruises, as cheap as $38 a night on some of these cruises. Check out my video that I made just the day before yesterday, and give it a thumbs up if you like it. I hope you do. There were some real bargains. The 2 cruises up to Alaska and back, I thought those were a great bargain. And the repositioning cruise, of course, from Europe back to the U.S., that was a great deal. Yeah, check that video out. Let me know, folks, what do you think? All right, who else have we got here? Brittany is here, Rose Henderson, Brandon Hilliard. I've caught up with everybody. That means it's time for trivia. Are you ready for trivia, guys? 61 thumbs ups today, 56 still hanging on, listening to me rant and go on. Welcome one, welcome all. Let me set up my big ass iPad and let's get trivia set up. I've got some questions made up here today, and let's see what we can do with these. Oh, here's one right here, right off the get-go. I hope you guys remember this one. I love this guy. Here's your first trivia question of the day. There are 24 answers, and here's how we do trivia. All you got to do is send me one answer with every message you send me. So if you know 3 or 4 of these answers I'm about to give you, send me one at a time so everybody gets a shot at getting in here. Nurse Nancy is here. Hi, Nurse Nancy. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you coming by to visit us. Rose is saying hi, everybody. Okay, here we go. Here's your first trivia question of the night. Tell me, can you name the cartoon characters that were voiced by the legendary Mel Blanc? The Mr. Mel Blanc had a number of cartoon characters he did voices for. Tell me the name of the cartoon characters that Mel Blanc did voiceovers for, and let's see how fast we can knock off all 24 characters that he did voices for. Let's see what we've got. Everyone's saying hi to Nurse Nancy, which is wonderful. Brittany Lockwood. Well, what about Bugs Bunny, Bruce? Absolutely, Bugs Bunny. He did the voice of Bugs Bunny. Robert LeBanc had Bugs Bunny. Jeremy G. Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck, absolutely. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season. You're despicable. That's correct. Daffy Duck is another one. Who else have we got here? Linda Lou. Oh, my goodness. Woody Woodpecker. Nurse Nancy. Did he do Woody Woodpecker? He did. He did the voice of Woody Woodpecker. Elmer Fudd, Nurse Nancy is saying. She got another one. Absolutely correct. He did the voice for Elmer Fudd. I'm just looking for it, but I'm 99.99% sure he did Elmer Fudd as well. Continuing on, Speed Buggy. Somebody's saying he did the word. He did the voiceover for Speed Buggy. Let's go. Daffy Duck. We have Fred Flintstone. He did not do Fred Flintstone. He did not do Fred Flintstone. Underdog. Did he do the voice for Underdog? He did not. Donald Duck. He did not do Donald Duck from Disney. No. What do we got? Donald Duck, Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam. Yosemite Sam. Yes, he did the voice for Yosemite Sam. Roadrunner. Yes, he did the voice for the Roadrunner, which I think was just the whatever that noise was. That was about it. Minnie Mouse or Minty Mouse. He did not do Minnie Mouse. No, he did not do that one. Let's see here. Tweety Bird. Yes, he did the voice for Tweety Bird. Porky Pig. He did Porky Pig. Let's see here. Pepe Le Pew. Toby Oppenheimer, you are correct. Pepe Le Pew. He did the voice. Speedy Gonzalez. He did the voice for Speedy Gonzalez. Roadrunner. Heathcliff. Jermaine Rogers. He was wondering about, did he do the voice for Heathcliff? Don't have it here. Sylvester the Cat. That is correct. He did the voice for Sylvester the Cat. What's the name of the skunk? Pepe. Yeah, Pepe Le Pew. We got it. Barney Rubble. He did the voice for Barney Rubble on the Flintstones. He didn't do Fred Flintstone. He did Barney Rubble. Sylvester, we've got Marvin the Martian. Yes, he did the voice for Marvin the Martian. Rooster, what's his name? Nurse Nancy's going. D&G's got it. Foghorn Leghorn. That is correct. Boy, I said boy. Boy, let go of my leg, boy. Yes, Foghorn Leghorn. Dino, he did the voice for Dino on the Flintstones. Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny, Sylvester the Cat, Speedy Gonzalez. We got him coming in here. Judson Dog, the Judson Dog. The dog for the Jetsons, maybe. I don't show it here, although I have Cosmos Spacely. I'm not sure who that is. Is that the dog for the Jetsons? I'll give you that one. Chicken Hawk. He did the word, the voice for Chicken Hawk. I've got Henry Hawk. That's the word I've got here. Let's see. Wile E. Coyote. Yes, genius. Wile E. Coyote. Genius. He did the voice for Wile E. Coyote. Porky Pig, Tweety Bird, Donald Duck. We've got a few to go here. I remember you doing this question, Bruce, but I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if I've ever done this one before. Elmo. We've got we're okay there. Tasmanian Devil. Yes, the Tasmanian Devil is another one. Slowpoke Rodriguez. I don't have him here. The Coyote, Tad, A.N., the Jetsons. That's the Jetsons dog. Thank you. We got it. Fantastic. Got a few more to go here. Sylvester Jr. Sylvester the Jr., the cat. We got him. Secret Squirrel and Cecil Turtle. He did as well. And he did Hugo the Abominable Snowman and Captain Caveman were the other voices he did. A total of 24 is what I've got here. And we are done. The first cruise, the incredible Mel Blanc, 24 different cruises. All right, now for a complete change of pace, we're going to the movies, and we've got a movie quiz for you. 53 are here, 66 thumbs ups are in the house. Thank you for that. Now we're going to James Bond. We're going to the James Bond franchise. I've got a trivia question regarding James Bond. I want to know whether you can tell me the names. There were 32 villains. 32 villains in the Bond movies. Can you tell me the names of the Bond villains over the years? And we'll see if we do have any of those. Some of the worst villains on the Bond movies. Some of them were named after the movies themselves, so they're pretty easy. Here we go. Nurse Nancy Goldfinger. That is correct. Auric, A-U-R-I-C, Auric Goldfinger was in the movie Goldfinger. That is correct. Nurse Nancy, you've got that one along with Diane Bush and Jermaine G. Jaws. He was a bad guy. Yes, Jaws was one of them. Let me just see if I can find out. I don't have the actual movie. I think he was in Moonraker. And he was in The Spy Who Loved Me. He was definitely in those two. Dr. No, Jermaine Rogers. Yes, Julius Snow is the name of Dr. No. Julius Snow was in the movie Dr. No. And I think that was the only time, correct? Then we've got Goldfinger. We got Goldfinger again, Dr. No, Goldfinger, Yosemite, Odd Job, Jermaine G, Odd Job. Now, I think Odd Job had a role in one of these movies. I'm just going to double check to see if he's listed here. I don't find him listed. I think he was a secondary bad guy, but it's okay with me. Who else have we got? Pussy Galore. Right on, Nurse Nancy. That comment wasn't allowed originally. I'll allow that comment. Nurse Nancy has Pussy Galore. That would probably be, I'm wondering about maybe Octopussy, but I don't see, let me just double check, triple check. Hang on. Looking for Pussy Galore anywhere else. Can't find her anywhere else. Okay, who else have we got? Emmanuel, D&G, Emmanuel. Let's see here. Anyone with that name? Not finding him or her. Continuing, I do not know a single one. Says Brittany. Apace Ghost. Apace Ghost is another name of a bad guy. Not finding that name here. Let's see here. Hi, D&G, says Debbie. Mr. Big, I don't think, or maybe was there Mr. Big? Die, Mr. Big. Correct. We got finding him. Who else have I got here? Space Ghost. I don't watch James Bond movies, says Dorothy. Hi, girlfriend Debbie. Carl, Feifel, DOC, Trigger, Trigger, and then Blofeld. All right, well, Blofeld, I do have Blofeld. Ernest Stavro Blofeld from Russia with Love. Blofeld was in Thunderball. Let's see here. And then the other one that we were looking for was Trigger. And I don't have Trigger showing here. I got Blofeld, Ernest Stavro Blofeld, Inspector again. Okay. Bosley, Just Me Taxi saying Bosley. Someone named Bosley. Oh, by the way, Blofeld was in You Only Live Twice. He was also in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Also, Diamonds Are Forever. Blofeld was on a lot of these movies. And then Bosley, I'm not showing anyone by Bosley. Dr. Julius, yeah, Blofeld, Golden Eye, Rose Henderson, Golden Eye. Was there someone named Golden Eye? No, I'm not showing anything like that. Let's see, Major Dexter. Major Dexter. Let's see here, Dexter. Nope. I can't find Dexter either. Elliot Carver. Yes, Elliot Carver was a bad guy. Elliot Carver was in Tomorrow Never Dies. He was that media magnate, and he had all those newspapers, and he was creating all kinds of bad fake news. That's Elliot Carver. All right, Foghorn. That's the last one. Let's see. Can we do the largest season in Illinois next? What else we got? Spectre. Robert LeBlanc. Spectre. Was someone named Spectre? Not showing anyone named Spectre. Let's see. I think Pussy Galore was a female character. I think there's that. I believe you're right too. Pink Panther. No, have to go. Good night, everybody. Says Billy. Take care, Billy. Let's see here. Mayday. D&G. They're saying there's somebody named Mayday. Bad guy named Mayday. Not showing anyone like that. Inspector Clouseau. Drax. Okay, we got Drax. Hugo Drax on Moonraker was the bad guy. We've got Hugo Drax. Let's see. General Orloff. Yes. General Orloff. That would be Octopussy. General Orloff. Okay. Any more? Max Zorin. Yes. Max Zorin, A View to a Kill. I think, was that not the actor? What was that guy's name? Oh, gosh. He's a great drama actor, but also comic actor. He's been on Saturday Night Live a few times. What's his name? What's my name? He would talk kind of like that. I think that was Max Zorin. I can't remember his name in real life. Anybody know? Moneypenny wasn't a bad guy. Get Smart wasn't a bad guy. Let's see here. Let's see. Any others? Bosley was in Charlie's Angels. And Mayday was Gracie Jones in A View to Kill, the assistant to Max Zorin. Thank you, D&G. Mr. Biggs and Rayvon is here. Hi, Rayvon. Jack Spang is another guest. All right, let me read off these others. We have Rosa Kleb on from Russia with Love. Emilio Largo from Thunderball. We have Dr. Kananga from Live and Let Die. Francisco Scaramanga from The Man with the Golden Gun. Carl Stromberg, The Spy Who Loved Me. For Your Eyes Only, Aris Christatos and General Gogol. Octopussy, Kamal Khan. The Living Daylights, Brad Whitaker and General Georgy Kozkov. License to Kill, Franz Sanchez. Goldeneye, Alec Trevelyan. The World Is Not Enough, Victor Renard Zokas and Electra King. A Die Another Day, Gustav Graves and Colonel Tan San Moon. Casino Royale, Le Sheriff and Mr. White. Quantum of Solace, Dominic Green and Mr. White. Skyfall, Raul Silva. Those are the bad guys. Christopher Walken, thank you, Rose Henderson. Christopher Walken was the name of Max Zorin. That's who's played Max Zorin. Thank you for D&G as well, all of you guys. That did the James Bond bad guys. Some of them are iconic. A lot of them I don't know either. All right, now here we go. Here's an easy quiz for you guys. There's only 8 answers. It's so easy. A child can answer this question. A child. That's the trick. Are you young at heart enough to remember the answer to this quiz? Okay, one at a time. Here we go. Can you name the animals swallowed by I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Can you name the animals that she swallowed in her little ditty there? I know an old lady who swallowed what were the 8 animals that the old lady swallowed? Does anyone know? Jeremy G, yes, you've got it. Nurse Nancy, the old lady swallowed a fly. That is correct. She swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. She swallowed a fly. What were the other animals she swallowed? She swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Here we go. They're coming in like crazy. Here are they. Jeremy G, a horse. Well, of course she swallowed a horse. Of course she's dead, of course. Spider, Nurse Nancy, she swallowed a spider. It wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. That is correct. A fish, no, Linda Lou, she didn't swallow a fish. A horse, a fly. And Maurice Martins, she swallowed a cat. Fancy that. She swallowed a cat. A cow, Nurse Nancy said. I don't know how, but she swallowed a cow. Nurse Nancy, a dog. What a hog. She swallowed a dog. Grandpa Joe, a snake. No, she did not swallow a snake. A fish, a dog, a pig. She swallowed, no, did not swallow a pig. A horse, the only lady I knew had swallowed a shoe. A bird, she swallowed a bird. How absurd. She swallowed a bird. A pig, a whale, a bird, a pig, a whale, new, cat, Pinocchio, snake, goat, Sylvan. She swallowed a goat. She just opened her throat, swallowed a goat. You are correct, and it's all done. She swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. She swallowed a spider. It wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a bird. How absurd. She swallowed a cat. Fancy that. She swallowed a dog. What a hog. She swallowed a goat. She just opened her throat. She swallowed a cow. I don't know how. She swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. Those were the 8 animals that the old lady swallowed in the old tale. What can I say? Trivia comes in every shape. Rhinoceros shell. What can I say? All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. I've got 2 more. And I've got one here with 20 answers, and I got a short one after that, and then we're done. Here we go. This one is, you don't have to be from this place to know the answers or some of the answers to this question. I hope you'll find it amusing and entertaining. Give it a try. There are 70 thumbs ups for this show. Thank you very much for being here, sticking around with me tonight. 40 of you are still trying to guess these. Here is the second last trivia of the evening. Can you name the busiest subway stations in New York City? Can you tell me the 20 busiest subway stations? You don't have to give me street names. Give me locations in New York. That'll do it. If you can, the 20 busiest subway stations in New York City, the Big Apple. I have a few Big Apple people here. They should know this, but let's see what we can do. All right, the Bronx, 42nd Street, Madison Square Garden. All righty, let's take a look here. 42nd Street is Grand Central Station, and it is the second busiest station in New York. 44.8 million people use that station, absolutely. Madison Square Garden, let me just take a look here for that one. Let me take a quick peek. I don't see it listed as unto itself as Madison Square Garden, but I know you guys are going to get it. There's another name for it. Robert LeBlanc, Times Square, Bruce. Yes, Times Square, 42nd Street. It's 63.6 million, the number 1 busiest station in New York, period. Times Square. Jeremy G going, huh? Central Park. Well, Central Park has more than 1 stop, so that's not going to really work there. But let's continue on. Let's see. Times Square. Thank you. The Twin Towers. Let's take a look. Is there anything kind of like that? Let's see. World Trade Center, Park Place, Chambers Street, 15.6 million. That is the that one there. That was in the top 20. What do we got? Fifth Avenue is a guess for a stop. I don't have anything called Fifth Ave. Brooklyn, Rockefeller Square. Rockefeller Square. Yep, the Rockefeller Center, 47th to 50th Streets, 17.7 million people. Rockefeller Center, 30 Rock. Absolutely. A City Field Masters game. Wondering about City Field. I don't think that's going to work because that's not New York City. That would be in Queens. The Fulton Center, Jermaine Rogers, Fulton Center. Let me go through here. Fulton Street, 18.7 million. We got that one. Union Square, Grandpa Joe, Union Square, yes. 14th Street, Union Square, 35.3 million people use that stop. 42nd Street covers many, many spots. Broadway, okay, Broadway. We've got Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, 74th Street, Broadway, 16.8 million people use that one. Let's see, Bryant Park. Yep, 42nd Street, 5th Avenue, Bryant Park, 15.5 million people. Hudson Yard. Not showing. I've got Canal Street for 15.2 million, but not Hudson Yard. Let's see, 59th Street, Columbus Circle. Yes. 59th Street, Columbus Circle, 22.7 million people a year. More cowbell, Ron Sablehouse says. More cowbell, that's right. He was in the actor that we talked about earlier was in the Saturday Night Live with the skit More Cowbell. That is correct. I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. That is right. The prescription is more cowbell. Brings back memories. Central Park, Lexington Avenue at 53rd Street. Okay, let's move on to Lexington Avenue. Yes, Lexington Avenue at 51st Street is 20 million. Lexington Avenue at 59th Street, 21 million. 125th Street, someone says. 125th Street, haven't got one. Nope. Lost as usual, says Just Me Taxi. Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx, not New York. Christopher Walken, thank you, Rod Sablehouse. Battery Park is not in the top 24, at least remaining. I may have already done it. 34th Street, Herald Square. Yes, the 38 million people use that station. Absolutely. Let's see here. Lexington, 59th Street. Union Street at 14th Street. Union. I have 14th Street and 8th Avenue. I'll give you that one. 13 million people. Roosevelt. Nothing Roosevelt. Macy's. Penn Station. Bingo. Penn Station for Madison Square Garden and Penn Station. We've got two stops. 34th Street and 34th Street twice, 27.7 and 25.7 million each. So 50 million people a year. That's a busy one. Little Italy, Lexington Avenue, not showing. Continuing on 86th Street line. Yep, 86th Street line, 20 million people a year. Let's see, there's Javier Bardem. That's another bad guy. Battery Park, City Hall, Wall Street, Broadway and Lafayette, Bleecker Street, Miracle, 34th Street. The only ones I have left are Flushing, Main Street, 19 million, 14th Street and 6th Avenue, 15.8, and West 4th Street, Washington Square, 13.5 million. That would do all of the top 20 New York stops on the subway. I'll just read them off one last time. It's Times Square at 42nd Street, Grand Central Station at 42nd Street, 34th Street, Herald Square, 14th Street, Union Square, 34th Street, Penn Station, and 34th Street, Penn Station again. That would be for the 1, 2, 3 line and the AC and E lines, if those of you who know this stuff. 59th Street, Columbus Circle, Lexington Avenue, 59th Street, 86th Street, Lexington Avenue and 51st Street, Flushing, Main Street, Fulton Street, 47th to 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center, 30 Rock, Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, 74th Street, Broadway, 14th Street, 6th Avenue, Chambers Street, World Trade Center, Park Place, 42nd Street, 5th Avenue, Bryant Park, Canal Street, 14th Street, 8th Avenue, and West 4th Street, Washington Square. If you've ever been to New York, or if you live there, you know these stops, or if you ever do go to New York, and you ever take the subway, chances are you will get on or get off on one or more of these stops the longer you're in New York. If you can get 4 days to go to New York, do it. Don't do New York in 1 or 2 days. You'll never see enough. Get in 3, 4, or 5 days and really enjoy New York City. It's an incredible place. One of my favorite cities of all cities. You know, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Okay, 1 to go. This is my last trivia question for the night. And as usual, there are 27 or so diehards hanging on for the last one. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for all your support of my channel, all of you, your thumbs ups, your comments, everything. I appreciate it very much. 74 thumbs ups have come my way tonight for this show. Thank you all so very much. All right, here we go. This is a New York question, but it has nothing to do with New York. This is a TV question. It has to do with a television show, and I can't wait to see how you guys do on this one. I found this quiz, and I started laughing, and I debated, and I thought, no, I'm doing it. I'm going to throw it in there tonight. Here we go for the last trivia question of the night. Can you tell me the names? Can you guess the names that Jerry and George are trying to, that they use? Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza were using these names to try to guess Jerry Seinfeld's girlfriend's name from the episode The Junior Mint. Jerry had a girlfriend. He went out with her. They made out. It was great. He forgot her name. He couldn't remember her first name. She was telling him that he was trying to find a way to find out what her first name was without her knowing. He didn't know her first name. And she said, well, my name rhymes with a female body part. You'll never forget my name because it rhymes with a female body part. George and Jerry in the entire show started to try to guess her first name because it rhymed with a female body part. And can you name the 8 different names they came up with to try to remember her name? Does anyone know any of these? I don't know. You have to be an absolute Seinfeld fan. And I was thinking. All right, here are some of the guesses. Seinfeld, Sarah. No, they didn't guess her name was Sarah. Manhattan, Maurice, left arm. Oh my God. Grandpa Joe, vulva. Yes, the name. No, the name vulva was not guessed. It wasn't vulva. Mulva, Kirk Brunson. Yes, Mulva, M-U-L-V-A was one of the names they were trying to guess. Pamela, no. Regina. That's a good guess, though. That would have worked. Violet, no. Mulva, we have Rosa, no. Oh my goodness! I hope I'm not making anybody mad out there. Barbara, no, they weren't guessing Barbara. Fanny, that's a good one. Fanny, no, they weren't guessing Fanny. Butt, no, they weren't guessing butt. A female body part. Oh my goodness. Virginia, there's a great guess, but it wasn't in this episode. Bubba, Regina, Saskatchewan, named after a body part. Annie, no, not Annie. Fanny, and you know, there's some you folks have got some really good guesses. Vulva, thigh, Dolores, yes, Dolores. They went for Dolores. That was one of the names. You've got Dolores and Mulva so far. Angina. Angina, no, it's not. Angina. Oh my God, Vicky. No, not Vicky. No. Oh my God. I have 31 viewers, and I got more viewers than when I started this quiz. And Bertha. No, they didn't go with Bertha. They didn't go with Anne. What was the name of Jerry's girlfriend that rhymed with a female body part when Jerry and George Jerry forgot her name, and they were guessing what her name was between them all during the show. Bertha, Loriola, behind Sassy, no, Sussy, no. Oh, Sissy, no, not it rhymed with a female body part, but they weren't using that on network television. No, had to spot Cloris, no. Bovary, yes, Bovary was another one. I don't even know where that comes from. Oh my God, I enjoy watching you laugh because it makes me chuckle, says Jeremy. Grandpa Joe, Gipple, that's another one. Gipple instead of nipple, Gipple. They thought her name was Gipple. How could you forget Gipple if you ever had Gipple? Oh my gosh, Clovis. No, not Clovis. Brenda. No, no, not Brenda. Uranus. No, Maurice, not Uranus. No, no. Hest. Hest. Yes, I tried Hest. Oh no, I had to spit out my drink. Stop, Robert. Say, please stop. That's right. There's two to go. There's two to go. You've tried Dolores, Loriola, Bovary, Gipple, Malva, Hest. There's two names left. They tried. Hannah. No, no. Oops. That's me. Oh my gosh, what did they call this girl when Jerry forgot her name? Atuna Loops, Fatima, her real name was Dolores. Her real name was Dolores. Oh my gosh, the other two, Celeste and Aretha. Those are the other two names. Let me read the names. Oh my gosh, they tried Loriola, Bovary, instead of ovary. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my God. What's her name? Bovary? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, they tried Gipple. They tried Malva. They tried Celeste. They tried Hest. And Aretha, I am crying, I'm laughing so hard, but her name was Dolores. Linda Lou, Bruce, you're sick. You're just sick. Oh my God. Greatest quiz ever. I saved it for last. I didn't want to, I wanted to offend as few people as possible. So I dare not bring it out first. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Ciao, says Rose. George and Jerry desperately tried to remember her name. Oh my God. Bovary? Anyway, that's the show for this week, guys. Oh my gosh. If you liked it, share it with a friend. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Oh my goodness, that was fun. Thanks again for all your support and patience. And thank you for finding the show the way you had to find it. Maurice, thank you for the super chat. We still love you, Bruce. Thank you, Linda Lou. Love you too. Oh my gosh. Bruce, you were laughing is the best part, says Blue Crush. Oh man, goodness. I try to have fun. I really do. Okay. There you go, guys. I'm done. I am done. Oh my gosh. I've got to wipe away the tears of laughter. It's just so much fun. Have a good night, says Masters Game. Have a good night, Bruce. And Grandpa Joe says, thank you. Thanks for a great show, guys. Jeremy G, fun night. We'll see you next Monday live at 8 o'clock Eastern time. But in the meantime, keep your eye on my channel. Check out my videos that I made in the last week and make sure to, tell your friends and get watching the show. Thank you for all your support. Oh my gosh, I am losing my voice. That's it. I gotta go. Have a great night, you guys. Take care, everybody. I'm just seeing all the names coming by. Thank you so much. And 76 thumbs ups. Thank you very much for that. Okay, guys, we'll see you next Monday. Have a good night in the meantime. Bye for now. Oh my gosh. There we go.
Sounds like Mel Blanc.